We interrupt this product review.
Yeah.
To check out
This
this little
little mouse.
here.
He's so cute.
Everywhere.
Today we will also be testing the Kailas Krantz crampons. And just a note that I noticed right away, something I want to say is the toe bail fits perfectly on my climbing boots. It's one of the first things I noticed, is they just seem to fit this boot, which seems to be a little bit more narrow of a boot. So amazing fit. And then also the secondary points are serrated, which I do not have. I usually climb on Petzl Dart twins. Yeah, I'm excited to give them a try. So after testing the Kailas Krantz crampons on top rope, I noticed right away that they definitely felt solid into the ice. I like how the profile of the front points are. They penetrated the dry ice quite easily. And the serrated secondary points really gave me confidence. My feet felt solid when I was climbing. Overall, a really high quality crampon. Very light too.
Hi, Ian Grant with MountainMoxie, and today we're going to talk about crampons, but not these old ones. We're going to talk about the Kailas Krantz crampon, which we've been testing for about 6 weeks, and we're really enjoying it. So first thing is these crampons. We'll get a little bit of a close-up here, but if you can see how well they fit to the front of these boots. The bail is very round, and there's not much, if any, spacing around the edge, so really excellent retention. That's one of our favorite things about it. And when we look at the bottom of these boots, these crampons are very asymmetric, and you can see how much of a curve there is. So modern boots, as you can see, we're getting more and more of a natural foot shape compared to the old rigid boots. And these crampons have matched that, in that the crampon itself is quite curved, really good fit, and then the points match actually where your weight is, so you're not rocking around a lot. So starting at the front of the crampon and moving back, we didn't know what to think of this when we got these crampons at first, but when you look, you can see that the front points and the secondary points have these small serrations. And we weren't sure how they're going to work, but from the very moment we got them on ice, we found that they just felt incredibly stable, especially on featured ice where you're not really kicking in, but you just sort of step up onto placements. They were just very confidence inspiring. So neat feature. The other thing is these points appear to be a little bit narrower than standard, and they also do switch to a mono. But as a friend of mine in the US who just purchased a pair from us, he says they slice into ice like a samurai sword. So I think that's pretty high praise. And it speaks to our experience of placing them is just very, very easy. As you'd expect, the bail is adjustable to 3 points. As I said, you can go with a mono or a dual configuration. Now the adjustment system is one of the easiest I've seen. There's no screw. It's just reliant on this spring. Your boot locks this down, but with the boot off, it's very easy to lift this up and slide the crampon back and forth. An interesting feature, kind of a bonus, is the crampon bar has a wrench on either side. So were you to want to change the points in the field or just have a loose bolt, you can tighten them down without any extra gear. Now another great part of their adjustment system is how the strap works. It rotates very easily through here, so you can set it so your buckle sits on the boot where you want. Their buckle system is really interesting in that it has this loop, and you can just instead of having to wind this all the way through, you just undo it. Same thing for putting it on, as you have your rough adjustment. Put the loop through and cinch it down. So when you look at it on the boot, you can see that it's adjustable to where you want the buckle. It's out of the way, and you don't have a strap flapping around at all. So certainly a little less mess and fuss than we've seen with other crampons. Another feature that we think contributes to the stability with these is the rear point of the front section. They're set at a 45-degree angle. We found when stepping up onto mushrooms and other ice features that we just felt very, very stable. So this was something else we were a big fan of. So why would you choose these crampons? Well, this is what we think is, in our experience, they've been very stable. They kick very well. Weight, they come in about 868 grams. Value, compared to other comparable crampons, they're about $50 less. And they fit boots better than most. So ease of adjustment, how asymmetric they are, and where the points sit lead to a lot of confidence and movement on ice, and a very competitive weight and a competitive price. So give them a try.